Thanks. Who's next? I'm kind of liking blue shirt. Wow. Boom. Oh, that's you. Yeah, you can feel it. It's you.
So we're going to be getting a ton new video game nerd episodes, right?
You're going to get more, oh yeah. But I don't know. I don't know what you mean by a ton more, but it depends on your definition. But you're getting more. Hey, right over here.
Were you inspired, from like fans of Bed's good movies? Because that seems like it's
So bad, good movies?
Yeah, like everybody was so
Playing on from outer space, Troll 2, stuff like that?
Yeah, without the room.
That's what we live for. Oh, sorry, I hear you laughing.
I think that why you started loving bad games. Is that how you came with the idea?
That's interesting. I never equated it that way. But yeah, you could say, like E.T., worst game of all time, Playing on from outer space, worst movie of all time. I mean, there's plenty of other worst movies, but it's sort of like you need something to pin as the worst of all time.
Has anyone seen the movie Mazes and Monsters starring a young Tom Hanks? That's my least favorite movie. I'll give anyone $10 that can sit through it in one sitting.
Done.
All right. Ooh, geez, this guy, not you. The maroon. Yeah, that's you. Yeah.
When you were writing the movies, you sit down and say, okay, I said shit like a million times. How can I make it funny still?
Yeah.
You feel like difficulty or not, or you're like, oh yeah, shit, I like
difficulty for the dialogue, for the nerd. Yeah, I think a lot of the dialogue in it was later. It was repeated in many nerd episodes. Sometimes it was the other way around. Sometimes it was like as a best of kind of thing. It was kind of like let's reference nerd episodes. Other times it was like I'd say something in the script, but then we ended up having to use it for an episode, or I would say it again and forget that it was from the movie or something, Hey, right in the middle here. Oh, it's you. Jason Brewer, our cinematographer. Stand up, Jason. Stand up. Do a good job, man. Oh, it's interesting. How about the actual cartridge being dug up? Oh yeah, it was really interesting. It's like this is just a year of the Atari landfill.
Yeah, they called us to try to have us in their dock. We were a little too busy, but I mean, I think it's awesome. The fact that like 2014 is like a huge like Atari landfill year. I think it helped us and we've helped them, and just make this like story all the more awesome.
Well, a lot of people are like, oh, the miss is killed or whatever. It just depends which way you look at it. Because, like, the miss was always there's these 2 million unsold cartridges in the game, but there's also the dumping when they were liquidating their El Paso plant. Where
Pretty much a telephone type game. Like, I say this, then someone else say something else. Sort of like a telephone game.
Telephone game?
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, I honestly think that was all a hoax anyway. That's like, prove it. You didn't dig up anything.
Hey, right here. Me too. Yeah, it's cool because, like, this is where it's at. It's showing stuff live. You get to really see people. You see the views, you see comments, on your site and, on YouTube and everything. But it really makes a big difference. And
real life. Let's see, there's so many hands up, I don't know where to go. Right here.
What's your opinion on these new video games coming out these days?
Like my character in the movie, I just don't have time.
Compared to like the old school ones, I mean, how do you like reviewing like any of the newer games? I mean,
they're harder, like they're longer to play now. Like I don't know why the games just seem to get longer as the years go by. They take a really long time to beat. There's a lot of more like cutscenes nowadays and everything. I mean, I like playing new games when I get time, but I don't as much. I'm always just playing old shitty ones and making videos. That's what I do. So, yeah. Hey, we're right here. I was playing. Yep.
For the both of you guys, what's like your favorite character in the movie that people might have missed?
I know mine. Yeah. Does anyone know my pick?
I do. When he knocks over OGM Graham and Rich put a click for him on top of it.
Bam! I got something to be Christian. Yeah. Mine I'd have to think about. I don't know. Let's see. How about got a lady, another lady. Okay. So you pick the female perspective. Oh, there's no.
Angry Video Game Nerd Movie 2, the second one.
There's so many movie ideas.
How about Angry Video Game Nerd, the movie, the game?
I want to go back and just make some more web videos for a little bit, but I've tons of movie ideas, and I've narrowed it down to like 6 movie ideas. So I have to pick one of the 6 for my next one, so I don't know yet. So it's gonna be something. Right here in the middle.
So I have 2 questions. Who was in the robot?
What people were in the robot? Yeah. Oh no, you mean Wasp suit.
Yeah.
There were 3 different people in there. Let's see, the suit was created by. We had a team of Josh Russell with his wife Sierra, we had Frank Balder and David Woodruff, who was the son of Tom Woodruff Jr., you know, Aliens and stuff. Gilman and Monster Squad, everything. So yeah, he created the suit for us, and with the whole team. And then Dave Woodruff was actually playing the monster during most of it. But then there was a lot of pickup shoots on the East Coast, and then we had 2 other people play him, Scotty Schieffer and Matt Conan. So 3 people played Jeff Mosses.
I wasn't sure if you were going to do
I wonder how many times you noticed Mike McKay, who he isn't even seen when there's one part where it's the shoulder of Cooper in the beginning. It was actually Mike that was in on that shot wearing his shirt. And Mike always felt the character was kind of based on him too, as being like the nerd and the camera operator and everything. So yeah. How about right here? Yeah.
I just wanted to thank you for putting Eddie Pepitone in the movie. He's a
Yeah.
fantastic
They're Buddha. He's in that documentary. You have to check it out. It's really funny. Awesome.
Fantastic.
I know you and the critic had your little thing for a while. How did you decide what kind of life to give to the nerd? Because here it's a real character. So how did you decide what kind of life you would give?
Yeah, we had to decide what he's like when he steps outside, and we decided, well, he must work at a game store, but you can't have anybody happy with what they're doing in the movie, because that's what they film. So we decided he's selling games that he's not happy about, and that he's surrounded with newer games. We make it
series like Living in the Past.
More Duty 3000.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Hey, I want to compliment you for a second, James, because what you did was like really hard because you took like a short, film character that's always angry and had to expand it across, 2 hours and get different types of anger.
1 hour, 55 minutes.
You definitely have the, 1 hour, 55 minutes. You definitely had the hardest role in the movie, and you did a great job.
Oh, thank you. How's my kid doing? Yeah. Oh, very well. Yeah, very, very well. She's adorable. My daughter. Yeah. I miss her very much right now. I've been away from home for a week and still going. I will be home. So yeah. She's adorable. Yeah, she's doing great. She can be. Yeah. She's got the frown. Yeah. Don't worry about it. She's angry at midnight and at 3 a.m. Hey, way in the back there, waving.
Well, first of all, I really love the movie. I have one question, to make people understand it. There's not anyone who's just going to it, and then all of a sudden it's just going into real life. Things.
Yeah.
Mind explaining a little bit about that?
That was one of the hardest things. On the page, it's really easy to write that, but to make it feel like suddenly the magic, the paranormal magic of ET itself, can control Area 51 is the whole idea. You know what I mean? The game is magic, and Cooper started controlling, Area 51, and I think what it opens it up to essentially is every time you guys play ET, you're controlling all these scientists and Area 51.
It was a hard thing to write because at one point I was like, I think we're making the game too magical, but I think it was great. It was really cool. But I remember going into it just thinking of National Treasure or the Da Vinci Code, where they're finding secrets and something, and we wanted that to be like it. But originally it was just a floor-plan Area 51. That was the whole thing. But then we kept adding more mystical things to it, and
More mystical.
And it just made it bigger, made the story bigger, and that's what makes that's what kind of movie it is.
Snowball.
Yeah.
This guy's been really wanting it with the red shirt, waving that flag over there.
I actually pointed him once, but sometimes you point to somebody and someone else stands up. It's just kind of hard. Oh, okay.
I have a question for James.
Yep.
How long did it take you to like all those games? Were you in some of them when you were a kid?
Yeah, I mean, some of them I still own, as a kid. I mean, you want ones in the movie or just ones from the episode? Yeah, some of them are still, my childhood games, but very few of them, because I sold a lot of my old games, when I was a kid. I didn't own like that many, like everybody owned you'd have like a little pile of games maybe, like a shoebox full maybe, but I sold a lot of them, because I always say I sold Contra for $7 to get a sandwich one time. I'll never remember.
I want to do that right now.
I'll never remember that sandwich, but I'll always remember Contra.
I would remember that sandwich.
You would remember that sandwich?
Yeah. All that's left is a bologna sandwich.
And nothing else. Hey, right over here on the way back? Yeah.
I was curious, how did you meet Bear McCreary and Wood Pop?
Bear McCreary was through email. He wrote me one time and told me he was a fan, and then we started talking. Then we did the How the Nerd Stole Christmas episode, and then he did this. The music sounds fucking amazing, didn't it? Yeah. Louis Thompson, I think someone at Troma, I think, showed him the trailer of the movie, and then we got talking, and then we went over there and we interviewed him one time, and we asked him if he'd be in an episode, and he did. So we did, the Toxic Crusaders episode, and you know, and obviously cameoed in the film. So, yeah, and actually, I'm glad you brought that up, because I just remembered Saturday, 9 o'clock, I'm going to be on the Stroma panel as a guest. When Lloyd asked you to be on a panel, you say yes.
I think Lloyd Kaufman is the funniest AVGN cameo, and before that I thought I was. I just want to say, fuck you, Lloyd Kaufman. Oh, what's up?
Any other panel?
Oh, any other panels? Actually, no, I don't have any other panels. I applied for one like months ago, and then we heard back that they were full. So, but hey, you know what? We sold out the Red and Gasoline right, you know, next door to Comic-Con. So. Yeah.
The special effects you guys did was amazing.
Yeah.
What was that? Was it difficult to do that for like all the airplanes, the tanks, and all that? Or?
Holy shit. I want to say that thank you to the fans. Is any VFX fans in the audience? Raise your hand.
Yeah.
Man, stand up. They're all here. Oh, these fans.
We got.
That's amazing. Stand up. Stand up. Who did VFX? There were a lot more hands than that. You're shy. You're being shy. We had one country from Japan. Japan.
So some of our monster footage was genuinely made in Japan.
Partly, yeah. We had over 80 VFX artists from around the globe, from Australia to Denmark, everywhere. And they did such a good job, but it did take, we paid, you know, paying them not much, it took quite a long time for them to do their job on, you know, Spider-Man or whatever they were working on, and then come home and do VFX for us. And it ended up taking like 2 years to get banging those out.
It was crazy, yeah. Definitely. How about Mega Man?
Hey, Dave. Fellow editor here. I know you explained in your making of video that you use Final Cut a lot, but for something as tedious like big as this movie, Final Cut or Adobe?
Well, I would use Final Cut. That's what this was edited on. And then I've been using Final Cut for more than 10 years. I used Premiere before that, and I used Avid before that. But then I eventually settled on Final Cut. But it's always, there's so many editing systems out there, and they're always changing. And they always update everything except Final Cut. Unless you count Final Cut X. But,
Final Cut 7 for the win.
Final Cut 7.
You got a great package there, man.
Andy should have worn a bra.
That's why it's Mega Man, not Average Man.
I already made that joke on Rule 34. You totally stole it.
Right here in the middle here. You right there.
Obviously.
Yeah, we did. I'll tell you, well, we had fun making up fake games, and basically with this movie, everything was legally cleared. Everything was like all, you know, proper legal, and we were able to clear everything Atari, for example, and we actually got in touch with Atari, and Atari is, well, that's a producer Sean's job. That was what he did.
Love him.
And Atari's changed ownership so many times over the years. In fact, they changed ownership again while we were shooting the film. We had to go through the thing all over again. But anyway, we were able to clear everything except for mainly the ET game. And the reason why they had, Atari doesn't own the game. Like it goes back to the movie studios, because the movie studios would own all the rights back then or something. And then we got in touch with the movie studio, and it was like, you know, they were like, oh, we don't know if Mr. Spielberg would be interested. And we're like, okay, so basically we got to get in touch with Steven Spielberg. How are we going to do that? Good luck. So basically we reached a dead end, and we didn't even find this out until just moments before shooting. And it's like, okay, what do we do now? Like we need to have the ET thing in there. And I talked to the lawyers and was like, we really need to clear it because like what makes it different from a nerd episode? And they said, well, the episodes are, they're critiques, it's fair use, when it's a critique, but this was expanding it into a whole feature film, and they're telling us that this is different and that we have to clear it. So, basically, we ended up, redesigning it, and, as well as a lot of other games that we had fun with. A lot of those, like Top Gun, when it says like up, down, do something, like we were having a lot of fun with that. And then we started having fun with E.T., and we were like, this is actually kind of funny, and that, I now kind of see it as like a spoof, it's a parody, sort of like it's an alternate reality. Like we know that the game isn't really a floor plan to Area 51 or anything like that, so this is like
Not true.
yeah, the alternate reality. So yeah, now it upset me at the time, but now it seems like a minor thing.
That was my lowest point, I think.
When we couldn't
Outside of my lowest point.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't something that feels good would be interested in. I think you'd be interested in this movie. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean, you would.
Yeah. Duel was cheaper than this, I'm sure.
One more because let me just set the time really quick. Yeah, we're gonna take one more and then we're gonna explain to you. Actually, Pat, I don't know if you wanna help us explain. We're gonna explain to you how the line's gonna work, what we're gonna do, because we gotta go upstairs actually.
So we're gonna follow James back around and up the escalator to the third floor. We'll be doing signing there at a table.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go pretty quick. We'll keep the line moving when we're up there. So I'll